Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. WATP. Let's get to the news. Philippe Clement and Nils Koppen likely hoped for a straightforward approach as they prepared for the January transfer window, but it's safe to say things have never been that simple at Rangers. As the winter window approaches, the club faces new challenges that will need to be addressed, particularly in the wake of injuries to key players. Rangers have been rocked by the news that Horatio Casemiro, one of their defensive options, has undergone surgery, leaving him sidelined for the remainder of the season. In addition, Dujon Sterling is dealing with his own injury concerns, meaning the right-back position is looking increasingly thin. With these injuries in mind, it's clear that Rangers will need to bring in reinforcements at right-back if they want to maintain a competitive edge in the second half of the season. One name that has surfaced repeatedly as a potential target is Nathan Patterson. The young Scotland international is well known to Rangers fans, having come through the club's esteemed Auchenhowie Academy before making the move to Everton. His familiarity with the club's system and culture could make him a perfect fit, should he return. Patterson's situation at Goodison Park, however, remains uncertain. He has struggled for consistent game time under Everton manager Sean Dyche, which has raised questions about his future at the club. Despite these speculations, Dyche has firmly shut down reports suggesting a January exit for Patterson. When asked about the possibility of a loan move, Dyche reacted sharply, challenging reporters to name their sources. His response seemed to dismiss the rumors with a touch of sarcasm, saying, "Who's reporting? Who? Tell me. Who? Name them. Oh, online, okay. Must be right then." Dyche then took a more measured approach, stating that the club would decide what to do with Patterson and the rest of the players in the coming months. This comment, however, only added to the perception that the relationship between the player and the manager is strained. Patterson himself has previously voiced his frustration over his limited opportunities at Everton, which has only added to the tension. To make matters more complicated, there was the infamous training camp incident in which Dyche allegedly slapped Patterson on the head, a moment that highlighted the growing rift between them. Despite these tensions, Patterson did feature for Everton in their heavy 4-0 defeat to Manchester United. However, by that point, it was too late for him to make any meaningful impact on the match. While a permanent transfer away from Everton seems unlikely at this stage, there is still a need for a player like Patterson in the squad. With Sterling and Casemiro sidelined, Rangers could benefit from adding an experienced and versatile right-back to their ranks, particularly someone like Patterson, who could provide depth and competition for the starting role. For Dyche, the solution may lie in giving Patterson more playing time in the second half of the season. After his brief return to action against Manchester United, Patterson showed glimpses of his potential. If he can build on this and earn a regular place in the squad, Dyche may find that keeping the £16 million signing around could be a wise decision. However, if Dyche remains reluctant to give him a chance, Rangers could seize the opportunity to make a move for Patterson. Given his familiarity with the club, the welcoming atmosphere at Ibrox, and the need for reinforcements at right-back, a return to Rangers could be the perfect solution for both the player and the club. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. A video surfaced this week, sparking a firestorm of speculation among football fans and business analysts alike. Qatar Airways is reportedly considering a multi-billion-dollar bid to acquire Rangers Football Club. With its vast resources and global influence, Qatar Airways has emerged as a formidable player in numerous industries. But this move, if true, could be the most high-profile in the world of sports. The speculation surrounding this potential deal is already creating waves in both the aviation and football worlds, with millions wondering whether this would be the next big step for one of Scotland's most storied clubs. Rangers FC, one of the giants of Scottish football, has long been a symbol of passion and tradition. But despite their rich history and loyal fan base, the club has faced financial turbulence in recent years. A potential acquisition by Qatar Airways could offer the club a new lease on life, with an influx of capital that could dramatically improve its operations, squad, and global standing. The idea of a state-backed airline investing in a historic football institution raises questions about the future of football ownership, especially in Europe. Qatar Airways, with its headquarters in Doha and a fleet of over 200 aircraft, has built its empire on a strategy of global expansion and brand visibility. It's not surprising that the airline, which has successfully navigated high-profile sponsorship deals in sports, might turn its attention to owning a top-tier football club. With its extensive reach, Qatar Airways could elevate Rangers FC onto the world stage, enhancing both the airlines and the club's profile across continents. The club's fortunes could soar, drawing attention from fans and sponsors worldwide. In addition to the financial implications, the acquisition could have significant cultural and political ramifications. Qatar has already made its mark in European football through sponsorship deals with teams like Paris Saint-Germain, and the nation's desire to expand its influence in global sports is well documented. If the deal goes through, it could see Rangers FC becoming a key player in Qatar's wider strategy of using football to bolster its international standing, potentially reshaping the landscape of Scottish football forever. As rumors about Qatar Airways' interest in acquiring Rangers FC continue to swirl, fans of the club are left wondering how this potential deal could affect their beloved team. For many, the prospect of a billionaire-backed owner raises both hope and concern. Could this influx of capital lead to the revival of Rangers' glory days, or would it undermine the club's historic values? The reaction from the Rangers faithful is mixed, with some supporters eager to see the club compete on a European scale once again, while others worry about the loss of the club's identity in the face of foreign ownership. Some fans view the possibility of Qatar Airways buying Rangers as a golden opportunity. With the financial backing of a global powerhouse, the club could attract world-class talent and compete at the highest levels, both domestically and internationally. The promise of better facilities, increased investment, and perhaps even Champions League football is an exciting prospect for many who have longed for a return to the top. For these supporters, the idea of rubbing shoulders with Europe's elite clubs once more is a tantalizing thought. However, not everyone shares this optimistic view. There are those who feel uneasy about the idea of a Middle Eastern company taking control of their club. For some, Rangers' identity is closely tied to its local roots and traditions, and they fear that an influx of foreign money could dilute what makes the club so special. With the history of oil-rich owners reshaping European football clubs, some supporters worry that the acquisition might result in a loss of control for the fans, who have always been integral to the club's spirit. Moreover, questions about Qatar's human rights record and its controversial involvement in global politics also loom large. Some Rangers fans may be reluctant to see their club associated with a nation that has faced international scrutiny in these areas. While financial success is important, many feel that the moral integrity of their club should never be compromised. As the debate rages on, it's clear that the potential acquisition of Rangers by Qatar Airways will continue to divide the opinions of the loyal supporters who have always stood by the club through thick and thin. As the story continues to unfold, the eyes of the world will remain on Glasgow. Is this a mere rumor, or is Qatar Airways really preparing to change the course of Rangers FC's future? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear. The football world is watching closely, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Whether the bid is successful or not, this potential deal marks a significant turning point in the global convergence of sports and business. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.